Well, the table of evil does not have a seat there for me, nor is there a seat with my name on it. But I know that when push comes to shove, that I'm just not cut out for being the one who would, even if I was licensed to kill and go after the bad guys, that would want the debt that would come with that. You'd have to pay to play, because if you're gonna do something like that, it's very highly probable that an innocent people may be killed inadvertently, and that's just a casualty of war thing. And it'd be really hard for me to live with myself knowing that I chose to take that risk and that responsibility, and chose to put myself in a situation where I may be exposed to the blood-curdling screams of people being ripped apart by bullets, or explosions that may poison me for a lifetime, or shrapnel that may maim me for life, just because I needed some fast money. There was a movie, it was called The Place Beyond the Pines, and it was about a guy, I forget the guy's actor, Gosling, I think. Ryan Gosling was the actor, great actor, and he was like a stunt dirt bike rider, and he rode in those cages where the bikes go round and round, and he's an extremely skilled rider, and he's one of those kids that you could tell, like in the movie, like he grew up riding a bike, and he was real into it, and it was the kind of person that you could see would be extremely confident using a motorcycle dirt bike to rob a bank. And when I was a kid, I had a lot of friends like that who are not here anymore, and had the same kind of mentality that life is short, fuck it, why not throw the dice, see if you win. And we used to listen to that song, Go On, Take the Money and Run, by Steve Miller, over and over and over again, until a couple of kids would just hop out the car and, hey, what happened to so-and-so? Oh, they decided to, and that's the last I ever saw or heard from them. And I mean, I was just a teenager in high school, and I never forget my mom would say to me, Ollie, be careful who you associate with. You may have a few laughs, but A, those are not your true friends, they're not your good friends, and B, people will judge you by the company you keep. And that's been a strange lesson for me to learn, but now when I think about the fact I have no family, I mean, I don't want to say I have no family. I have some relatives. They just choose not to see me or have anything to do with me, let alone contact me, or even offer their condolences. And they never once came to visit my dad in the hospital, or picked up the phone and said, you need help with anything? Is there anything I can help you with? Despite my father asking them for help. So my friends have always been these very wild, eccentric kind of people, because very few people could keep me entertained for long. You got to be really into science or nature or art or music, be intelligent, or just somebody that I find kind of amusing to be with, who makes me laugh, who I enjoy the company, even if it's just in small doses. So those are the kind of friends and people and acquaintances I've made over the years that don't really stand the test of time so much, and that they're not the kind of people who, when you're down and things are going your way, and there's been a major life event, they don't show up your house with groceries or call you up and say, hey, I just figured I'd reach out. Those are the people that I know have some love in their heart for me, I don't see them often, thank you for at least, bothering to take time out of your busy day, wherever in the world you may be, to say, hey, Ollie, how you doing? And you know who you are, but I sure wish that you lived closer and that I could rent a room out to you in my house, because it's so incredibly lonely without my dad there, without my mom, without my brother. My significant other often has to work, and I don't know how else to express this, but I feel very frustrated with my social life in America. I feel like there's been such a small outlet and window of opportunity for me to network with people to a degree of satisfaction where I wouldn't have found myself completely isolated and alone. I mean, there was a pandemic. I did lose, I would say, at least 50-60% of my friends, the people that, because of the pandemic, and suicide, overdose, and some other crazy shit, and I knew that some were not going to be around for a while, and it was hard for me to learn that even though you can love someone, friendship is like a reciprocal thing. It's like a two-way street, I think I made friends with, for one reason or another, people who were also extremely damaged or abused, and for one reason or another just deteriorated and became no longer capable of being my friend, and that was really hurtful for me. I don't judge people, and you just can't tell somebody, hey, maybe you shouldn't wake up and drink a whole bottle of vodka, or maybe you that's not the good thing to put in your body, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to tell people what to do, and I saw things coming. I tried to help some of my friends, but certain people, they just gotta want to help themselves. There's nothing you can do. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, bless you. Thank you.